is one of the recent awards that Tanduay was able to obtain, and this is the Brand of the Year award, which we have obtained for the past 3 years already. But the most important news that we would like to announce today will be shown on the next slide, which showed that finally, after 30 years that we've been operating Tanduay, finally we are now the #1 best-selling rum in the world. Miles ahead from our closest competitor, Bacardi, who we were able to attain this #1 position despite the very difficult operating environment that the liquor industry encountered since 2013, when the government decided to increase excise taxes by almost 100%, even more than 100%, resulting in a sharp drop in volumes of all liquor manufacturers, and Tanduay in particular dropped its volume by 30%, from 20 million to around 14.5 million in 2013. And of course, we'd like to welcome our Chief Executive Officer, Mr. Paul Tan. Okay, starting from the very, very difficult year of 2013, the men and women of Tanduay work hand in hand to finally arrest the decline in volume, and happily we'd like to announce that for the past 5 years, since that major drop in 2013, volumes have grown by an average of 7.5% CAGR for the past 5 years. And in particular, we were very happy about our results in 2017, where we were able to increase volumes by 15%. And this came about because of the persistent efforts and loyalty of the men behind Tanduay, especially our sales and marketing people, led by Mr. Andresco and Mr. Paul Lim. And in terms of market share, we lost market share to Emperador 5 years ago, when they became very aggressive in southern Philippines. But again, we're happy to announce that we were now able to recover from that challenge, and now our market share has gone up from 23.9% in 2014, where we suffered a major decline because of the competitive challenges posed by Emperador in particular in Visayas and Mindanao. And so we were able to go back to 25.6% market share, although a little bit still lower than that of 2012, but much higher than the 2013 average. And in terms of our stronghold, Visayas and Mindanao, from 68.3%, we're now close to that again. And now we're holding 66.3% of Visayas and Mindanao. Next, please. Again, in relation to the improvement in volumes, our revenues also improved by a CAGR of 12.4% since 2013. And in 2016, we added a major component to our revenue, and that's the sale of ethanol. Next slide, please. Which we can see contributed 1.6 billion. And, sorry. This is the expense. Can you go back a little bit, one more slide? Oh. In 2016, we started selling ethanol to complement our liquor business, and in 2016, we sold ethanol worth 2.3 billion, or around 12 million cases. And since then, ethanol has been a major part of our revenue stream. For costs and expenses, our operating expenses grew by CAGR of 5%. We were able to basically maintain it at a level of around 1.6 billion. A little uptick of 300 million in 2017, primarily because of our aggressive advertising and marketing efforts, which paid off handsomely by generating a 50% increase in volume for that year. Our costs and expenses, however, increased by a higher average of 14% compared to the revenue increase of 12%. So we experienced a little depression in profit as a result of higher increases in costs. In terms of net income, from a low of 99 million in 2014, our net income, thanks to the ethanol business, went up to 909 million in 2016. And in 2017, the income declined a bit because of lower prices of ethanol. But as of March 2018, we are still below that of last year, but we're happy to note that in terms of the liquor business, yes, there is a positive growth in the net income from the liquor business. However, this was offset by a lower income from the ethanol sales. In terms of our financial position, our total assets as of end of March 2018 stood at 19.9 billion. And most of that is current in nature, 12.6 in current assets, such that we can say that we are a very liquid company, wherein our current assets is 4 times that of our current liabilities. And in terms of leverage, we're a very low leverage company, wherein we only have 20 cents of debt for every peso of equity. And we have non-current assets of 73 billion, and this presents primarily our major assets consisting of our 3 bottling plants in Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao that can produce an average of 120,000 cases a day. Our 2 distilleries with a combined output of around 270,000 liters of ethyl alcohol per day, as well as our barrel farm, which right now amounts to around 120,000 barrels, or around 23 million liters of alcohol. So that concludes my presentation on the financial performance of Tanduay for the last 5 years, and thank you very much for your attention.